Hello, and welcome to the Roll4It Aftershow. We've just finished session 3, which was on Eridus Dire. They've just finished going and killing some dudes who tried to get into their hotel room.
Those
chainsaws.
Yeah.
We had the little dangly thing on the doorknob and everything, and they still tried to come in and fuck with us.
Yeah.
It's rude.
However, we were just saying, Brander, what a killing machine. Like, guy runs into his room trying to kill him, and he just goes, oh, hi, pulls a pistol out from under the bed, like the pillow, and just bam, bam, turn one.
Well, you gotta wonder if he ever has a friend of an intimate nature, just thinking, I'm just gonna surprise him. I'm in town, you know. I know what room he's in. Hey, surprise!
He's saying a sexual liaison, EE.
Ah.
Someone with which to rub tummies.
Oh, grabbing butts.
That's the new one.
Okay. Right. So, like, that was a pretty good session. You'll all get 300 XP.
Yay.
No, like, overarching bonus XP for finishing a mission or anything, because you're still kind of in the middle of an investigation, although you did conduct an entire part of it. There's still things left to investigate.
How much XP do you have, Garrett? About 350.
That's literally how much I got as well.
I have 350 as well. I got 350. I'm part of the group.
Oh, dear.
Yay! We're all
I'm being all
awesome.
min-maxy and spending all my experience every time.
Boo!
I had 50
But I'm going to
left
get a
over.
nice even 500s, so it's all good.
It's like, what the shit do you spend 50 XP on, you know? It's like, oh, well, I guess I'll just save it for later.
Pocket
Yeah.
change.
Pretty much it, yeah.
Right. Anyone want to spend any of that now?
There will be some things I want to spend on, but I'm going to quickly check on one or two things.
I might have the
So someone else
perfect
wants
thing.
to go.
I definitely want to pick up acrobatics, but let me check the cost.
I imagine for
'Cause
you
you-
it'll be
you said-
really cheap.
Because the guy just dropped a stub automatic, right?
Yeah.
It might be time to go dual pistols.
I know your chainsaw's been doing really good.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is the really annoying thing is that if I want to have a pistol and the chainsword, I have to buy 2-weapon wielder in ballistic and melee, and that's 750 experience.
Well,
All right, I'll put 200 into acrobatics. That puts me at trained.
okay. Have you got ambidextrous already?
No.
Oh, I meant Bentham.
Oh, I don't have it.
Oh, you'll need that as well to be able
Okay.
to reduce the penalties.
He should have had a
Yeah.
minus 20 then when he was shooting. You gave him a minus 10.
Oh, is it a minus 20 when you're not ambidextrous, minus 10 when you're ambidextrous?
What?
Yeah,
I never
and then
used
once
it in
you
the
get-
end.
Oh. And then
thought
I
it
think
was-
once
I
you
had
get
the sword. I had the sword in the wrong hand, but I just switched it over and did that, so
Okay.
it didn't matter.
Yeah, I think it is a minus 10 for having it in the wrong hand, but a minus 10 again if you're dual wielding. And
Okay.
then it decreases that or something. I need to double check.
Yeah, I need to get that too. There's so many things I need. My thinking is I could just get one of the 2-weapon wielders and do that. So then it's like, okay, do I like find another sword and then do it that way, or do I go for dual pistols?
Yeah, I've got the same problem where my curse is I got to decide whether or not I want to be really good in combat by shooting force bolts of shit all over the place, or if I want to be good at the talky bit, which is what I do like 90% of the time anyways. And given the way today's rolls went, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just go talky.
You're
EE,
good
I'm
at
gonna
the talkie.
Also,
I'm
I
gonna-
and Brander are not.
let's never let Brander be the talky one ever again. I knew it was a bad idea from the second we did it. I was like, yeah, we've done this
Yeah.
before in Shadowrun. We've made this mistake before.
Right,
But
well,
fuck
yeah,
it, maybe it'll
face
play
and
out
I nearly
okay.
got our actual face arrested.
Yep.
I'm straight up spending 300 of my experience on getting mechadendrite use weapons. Because currently all I've got is mechadendrite use utility, which is fortunate because the Medicaid still counts as utility, even though it can be used combatively, but I cannot have a mechadendrite which is literally end in a gun or something until I get mechadendrite use weapon system.
Okay.
Well, I put 100 into 5 more agility, and that's it for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit on mine until we finish off the session and see what the big burst of XP is, because my character, because I'm a psyker, tends to be a little bit thirstier for XP than.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone wants to requisition anything, you have had a little bit of time. You will have a little bit more time next time. I'll say you can have one requisition roll each, because you are mid investigation right now. You just spend a lot of time on the planet. Like, you've spent 2 weeks just looking through archives and comparing. So if you want to make a requisition roll.
Okay.
Can we get any flak armor off those dead guys? Because we blew off some of their heads.
They weren't wearing flak armor. They were all wearing, like, 2-level armor, like, on their torso and arms. Some of them,
That's why we
torso,
were blowing
like,
up
legs.
so easily.
Yeah, it's because,
Sure,
well, you weren't wearing
good
armor
too.
because you were asleep, but they weren't wearing much armor because they were trying to blend in.
Fortunately, I can easily hide my armor underneath my robes.
I had mine on. I just got home from drinking, and nobody goes drinking without their armor on. You never know when you're gonna get knifed.
It's a very
You come
true
from
story.
A very, very scary place.
Mm-hmm.
Scary world.
Where at any
I'm
moment
loving all your
somebody can kill
backstory
you.
stuff.
What's up?
I'm loving all your backstory stuff, like the coins and things.
Yeah, I want to get back into it a little bit more in depth, but it's like a hard call because you don't want to dominate too much screen time when we're trying to move forward, you know, like, because we're already 15 minutes over. And so, like, I never want to know, or I'm sorry, I never know quite when I want to dive into it and, like, blow 20 minutes on, like, RP stuff, or if we just want to keep hustling.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to go all out there and see if I can get a weapon mechadendrite.
Because my plan for requisition was to get another pistol, and now I have one.
Yeah, you got a weapon mechadendrite.
Wait, what? You rolled 75 target?
58.
That was Cassius.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
Cassius rolled that.
I'm just fucking around.
I wish. I was like, I just get one for free.
I was like, that's a lot of
Brilliant.
influence.
Best day ever. I'm just looking for the modifier. What is scarce? Is scarce minus 10?
Yep.
And then average is 0? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm on minus 10. Because mechadendrites are usually very rare, but because
Yep.
cybernetics gets pulled down by 2.
Mm,
Close, but not quite enough.
no cigar.
Oh, well.
Obviously, the
It was worth a try.
messing up of the whole cybernetics in the system is still getting a bit on. Garrett, Brander, Cassius, anything?
Yeah, I want to try to get a combat vest. It's scarce. That's minus 10, right?
Yep. How much armor does the combat vest give you?
0, just hold stuff. It's like a backpack,
Ah.
but everything that you pull from it does not cost an action.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
09.
nice.
You need an 18. Yeah, you have yourself a combat vest, which you wear over your knight armor.
Cool.
Brander, Cassius?
Honestly, I guess I could roll for flak armor. I guess like Carolinas has.
Sure.
But
It's
really, like, there's
scarce.
nothing I really need to requisition.
Okay.
I may as well use it on that, then, yeah.
I figure-
For those you watching, I rolled 39 and I needed 29. Sorry, I forgot about that part.
This doesn't get turned into an MP3, so
Oh, right.
you're fine.
Okay. That's cool, then.
Yeah, that was a 72 and you need an 18. That's a pretty big miss on the flak armor, so no flak armor, sadly. Brander?
I guess I could requisition stub automatic ammo.
Yeah,
This is
you could
no other
also
way to get it,
requisition
is there?
some interesting ammo. Like they've got man-stopper bullets, etc. Ammo that does like more damage, etc. Special effects. Or you could just requisition more grenades because you got a load of grenades last time.
I guess did the stub automatic that we picked up off what's his face that I just murdered? Has that got a full 2 clips?
No, it's just got the one clip in it.
Oh, well, in that case, I probably just want some more stub automatic ammo
Sure.
anyway.
So the
I don't think it's
sub-automatic is
murder if it's self-defense.
true.
Actually,
what's the rarity on a
right.
stub automatic?
Ah, balls.
What's the...
Rarity on a stub
What are you saying?
automatic.
Okay.
How does exchanging items work? I forgot.
If the item
bring it up.
is a rarer item than the one you're trading for, you can use it as a +10 buff, or the difference between, depending on the GM.
All right. What's the rarity of the excavator?
0, I believe. I believe it would be average.
Oh, okay.
I never wrote up a rarity for it.
Okay.
I would need
Chain
to double
axe,
check.
isn't it?
No. It's a chain spear.
Chain spear. Sorry. Yeah.
Stub automatic availability is average.
Okay, so because you're going for ammo, it would be a +10.
Right.
Basically, can you find 9mm bullets?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, and that is 4 degrees of success. You find 4 clips.
I'm sorted then. I will never need ammo again.
Now, who's getting the auto pistol? Who's getting the stub automatic? Who's getting the shotgun?
I take the shotgun because my ballistic skill is duty, and if I'm up that close, then I'm probably trying to close with my sword anyways. So it seems complimentary.
Bear in mind that it would take up both hands, so you would have to have your sword stowed.
Actually, is
the
it
downside.
projectile or is it primitive?
Solid projectile.
Solid projectile, yeah.
Oh, I can't use it then.
I'll take it if no one else wants it, since right now I'm just meleeing. I've got a two-hand weapon anyway. If I'm going to use one, I could just use the shotgun.
Unless someone else wants it, I'll take the stub automatic.
By all means.
I'll see about dual wielding them, but I'll probably just be like, oh, sod it, chainsword.
Does anyone want the auto pistol?
Can we, if nobody wants any of the other stuff, can we trade that in for like a requisition bonus or something?
Auto pistol, you could, but you'd be looking for something fairly common, because it only gives you a bonus if it's rarer.
Yeah.
I
You've also
don't
got
have
the
projectile, so I don't want it.
Okay, there was a second last pistol, so if you want that, Shen.
Just for a backup thing, sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, if one jams, you can pull out the other. And if no one wants the auto pistol, I'll take it, since it's a one-handed solid projectile.
And it
which
can
is
go
different
full
from the
auto.
ones I've got. There's that too. But for example, Cassius, do you? Oh, you don't have solid projectile, do you?
I have Laz.
Brandy, you have solid projectile.
Yep.
Is that right? Did you want the auto pistols?
No, you can have it.
Okay, I'll have that in as well then.
I've now got 2 pistols anyway, and a shotgun.
Okay. Right, how much ammo was for both the auto pistol and the shotgun? And then the rest of the details I can just fill out off the
Shotgun
off
is whatever the
website.
shotgun normally has, -1. Auto pistol is whatever the auto pistol normally has, -10.
-10. There you go. So basically, whatever's in the chamber. Is that right?
The magazine.
Magazine. Well,
Yeah.
what type of? It was just a regular shotgun, not a combat shotgun.
Yeah, regular
right?
shotgun. Yeah.
So that'd be
Otherwise,
7
that would have been a little bit more painful for Brander if he got semi-autoed.
Poor old Brander.
Be interested to see what happens in the next session because we basically killed off everyone related to our investigation at this point, except for Daiquiri.
I was like, we're murdering all our leads. I really need a way of keeping this guy alive, but all I
killed
can do is
everyone.
chainsword things.
Every single one.
But there is still the case of who was smuggling the stuff.
Yep. Very good point.
I'd say
Does
we check
Cassius
in.
have-
Hmm?
You go ahead.
Garrett and I should check in on Nichols' place to see if we can't rob it. I bet he's got lots of money laying around since he's dealing with those amounts. And now that
Oh,
he's
yeah.
dead, ain't nobody gonna be running that place.
He probably has a lot of money that's not on cred sticks either.
He wasn't running the place.
Well, whatever. Whatever's
He
used
had
in
a
this
room that he
universe.
operated out of there, but he didn't run the place.
So what were you saying, Betham?
Does Cassius have the ability to like knock someone out with a psychic thing?
Nope.
Because we could do with like an efficient way of like taking someone out of the equation without actually tearing them limb from limb.
I could potentially get mind control, but that only allows me to give them one command. So like I could
try and get some
that
stunning
was-
stuff myself.
That
Yeah,
was
like
something that chat brought up several times that I'm kind of disappointed we didn't even remember during the stream. Was Cassius has the ability to erase someone's memory.
Oh, I
We get-
remembered that.
If we get someone isolated, we can just do whatever the hell we want, and then just
That was the
he'll never
plan
know.
with Guardsman.
There's
Yeah.
stipulations though. I can only erase one memory.
Right.
I can't
So
erase
can't
it
be two
entirely.
people.
Well,
Yeah,
no, I
can't-
can do
quite an
one
awkward
memory from
process.
each. I can do one from each person, but it has to be specific, and it's up to GM scrutiny too. So, like, I
Gotcha.
can't be like, the one thing I want you to forget is everything that happened today. Like, it has to be a very specific instance.
This meeting
Well, that-
where we beat you up for information, forget that.
That was the thing, is that the idea behind the Guardsman and getting them to don't tell anyone else is the idea that later on we can just have him say, forget that we're in the Inquisition. Boom. They don't remember why they were afraid of us or why they just did what we wanted them to. It's very peculiar. They don't remember that we were in the Inquisition. It would be useful if you could modify a memory, because then you can be like, you just found us incredibly frightening.
That's the thing, is like, I'm always a little bit wary about using it because it's totally open to GM discretion what one memory counts as. Like, it can be infinitely elastic, you know, like, what is one memory?
Well,
Is it
fair.
one memory?
I
Time to
would,
ask.
I
We
would
have
allow
the
you to
GM
use
here.
it to erase pretty much anything, but I would then just say, look, if you want to erase like an entire day, go for it. But you have to cast it at like a really high stat rating. Like, I would allow you to, because otherwise it's just like, oh, I'm a level 10 Psyker, I can erase one memory. You should be able to erase like an entire day from someone's mind. It would just be a much higher cast. So, like, you could probably erase an entire day, but you need to cast it at like psi rating 5, which you could do, you just have to push it. So, you know, I would be up to like being fairly elastic with the rules on that one.
Okay. That's why I didn't use it this entire session. It's not that I didn't know. I know Chad always thinks I'm dumb or something. But, like, I know I have what utilities I have. It's just, like, first of all, I've got to cast twice without these dudes cutting me to pieces, because I'm obviously fucking up to something once I start doing weird finger motions and shit. And then, B, I didn't know what breadth of something I could knock out, because the book is specific about it. It says one memory, you know, and it's like, well, what do I erase then? Forget why you came here. Forget we're in the Inquisition. You know,
Just get
I can tell
Brandon
him
to
to-
like mesmerize them, give him stern talking to, walk behind them, and then start doing the memory thing, and then just get rid of the fact you're in the Inquisition, but have shown them like your like ID and everything, and then get them so far into the conversation that it'd be awkward to ask why you're here again, but they know that you were fine and your like ID was completely, you know, above board. They can't remember why.
Yeah.
and then B, with the way today's rolls were going, I would have had to make 2 rolls under 50 in a
Yeah.
row, and things just
Yeah.
weren't going that way today.
Hey,
was-
you could have got perils.
Quite oddly dangerous.
We had both extremes. We had a natural 1 and 2 natural 100s.
What did they roll a 1 on, by the way, when we were inside the library? What was that?
Not telling you.
Oh, okay, still pertinent. All
The
right.
button. You're never gonna find out. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't know if we had killed the people that were doing whatever it was or whatever, so it didn't matter anymore.
Maybe.
See, Splat.
Secrecy.
This is why we need a different GM. This doesn't work. You must overthrow the E EE.
One of the big things is that whole we get into this talking thing in the role play, and there's this part in my brain that's like, why are we talking right here? Oh my good god, this is not a place that is conducive to clandestine meetings. But the thing is, if you have to stop and go find a secret place every time you want to talk about anything, it's not conducive to a very enjoyable
Requisition
thing.
a servo skull with a null field projector so that you can make your own cone of
They
silence.
don't have that. They don't have that in the rulebook that I've looked at, so I don't know how to do it.
Shh. You can ask the GM for things that make sense in the universe that aren't in the rulebook, because let's be honest, the rulebooks don't cover all that much.
But like a null field is like next to like unique rare, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the
It's
issue.
not next
there.
to unique. It's it'd be like a -30. Like it'd be a very rare.
So we're not going to
There's been-
requisition that for a long, long time.
Yeah, it'd be a
We're
little
on
bit
our
away.
house shit, like at the
Alternatively,
end of that conversation.
you can burn 1d5 influence to get it immediately.
I didn't know we could do that.
It's up to GM like discretion, because I don't want people going, I got a plasma pistol at the beginning of the game. But for something that just makes sense in story and allows you to do that and just helps out with the narrative, I'd do it. I would also make sure that you got a favorable d5 roll. Just because it makes sense story-wise, it's narrative, it helps things flow.
You know who has a lot of influence to burn?
No one. Influence is just never worth living.
If I ever
have-
get
You have 40, Avak.
39.
Yeah.
if I ever get back to my family, I can essentially have all the influence I want.
That is true.
My family runs shit.
That's very true. So
What do you
I
do if someone
manufacture the
delivers
things you need.
What do you do if someone delivers a pizza and they're late? Does your family like have their whole family strung up for it?
We don't
Drawn
order
and quartered?
pizzas. That's peasant
Oh.
food.
Give them the black token.
We only eat the finest foods prepared by celebrities from their own gardens.
It is true.
But yeah, we haven't gotten to that part of my storyline yet because it hasn't been pertinent. My
When we get to
family,
the
runs
pizza
shit,
delivery
though.
storyline, it's going to be amazing.
I've been kind of concerned it's going to come up. Like every time I use my name, it's just like, ah, shit. My family like kind of owns everything in the southeast quadrant.
And there was that roll at one point. I was like, this feels like a fame roll.
That was actually a subtlety roll.
Okay.
I roll against your subtlety, which you do not know, to see if people have heard about what's going on and who you are.
I guess that works.
The thing is, your subtlety is kind of high, so
So
you're mostly okay.
since
Is high good or is high bad? I can't remember.
High's good.
High's good.
since we're continuing this on to next week, we don't refresh our fate and we don't reload our weapons either. Is it all just we keep everything the same?
Well, you can reload your weapons anytime. You just don't. Oh, you've got las weapons. Yeah, you can recharge your las weapons overnight, so your las weapons do recharge. As for fate, don't recharge your fate yet. I will let you recharge your fate if there is a long period of time in next session. It depends.
As in the Arbites arrest us and we sit in a jail cell forever.
Or we sit reading documents for 2 weeks.
I swear to God, I'll slam my Inquisitor's papers on their face. I'll rub them on their face. Just look who I am.
They're not papers. It's a stupid iPad.
It needs to be like a badge or something, so I can flick it out and just be like, "You a bitch," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I give you everything I want and shit myself."
But it's not
Inquisitor's
that.
Rosette. All we need is for one of
this
his.
giant long document. It's like reading the small print and a legal document. At the very bottom, it has your name and like the emperor's signature or something. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
It was
be
nice
fun.
to get to whip it out for once, though, and just like see what happens.
Yeah.
Glad that it only got used when we were literally at a point where we've got no other option. The only
And I
other
still
option,
felt bad.
actually. Yeah, the
I
only
still
other
felt
option
bad.
open to us was to beat the snot out of them.
See, I was down
Yeah,
for being
it
the
shows
shot out.
how-
To be honest.
It shows how important our secrecy is when it's like, maybe we should just kill him. Something.
That's
Oh, no,
why.
no,
That's why I didn't
genuinely
get
a
out in the hallway because I knew I would just be like, well, plap plap.
Like,
Technically,
killing
since I'm
two people sent after us is sometimes more subtle than revealing to them who we are.
well, like if two armsmen disappear, though, they're gonna send more. Like,
Yeah, but the thing is, they're just sending more after 4 suspicious guys, not after there are a bunch of Inquisitors here, you know?
and that raises the point that, like, I
different
think technically we could call up our contact and be like, as an Inquisitor, I command you to be here, and then when he shows up, I erase his memory, and then he just like walks away.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, that's the whole thing of not having them tell anyone. But you know, also they just show up and then they never go back. That's also
what
an
I
option.
should have done. As an Inquisitor, I should have commanded them to come into the room with me one at a time, erased them, and then walked them back out. That would have been a better one, but still my rolls were shitty all day, so I was paranoid.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, honestly, guys could just kill them. And it is a genuine option and also a genuine concern. It's like, well, do we want them knowing who we are? Whilst this investigation is effectively still ongoing.
Well, like in EE, how does that work with these two guys? Where effectively we command them to be silent under penalty of death for their entire family. Like, does that still fuck with your subtlety? Just because two guys know and now they'll never speak about it?
It depends if they never speak about it.
It will mess with your subtlety ever so slightly, but like literally the minimum possible, because of the way you did it and the fact that they were very receptive to it, that they do care about the Imperium, etc., blah, blah, blah. Mainly because when they come back, they'll be like, no, there was no problem, and people will be like, okay.
See, and that's what I was interested in is like, because if the people know that their whole family, I mean, I'm not going to kill their whole family, but we're the Inquisition, we wipe out entire planets because we feel like it. That's a lot of people's families. And so, like, I assume that they buy my threats when I'm like, yes, I will kill you and your entire family if you say anything about this. Like, if it was me, I would just shut the hell up. I'd be like, okay, Gestapo, and walk away.
Yeah, those two did. Those two really did. They really did not.
The only thing
shot.
that gave it away is that they were like, no, I've never seen them before in my life.
Can I help you with anything?
You know, that part was like so overacted, and I like that because basically the guys were mooks. They had no ability to deceive on that level.
And chat was
and
so
they
upset
were
about it.
terrified.
We were so mean to him, and chat was blowing up so hard. They're like, you guys are such dicks. They're just doing their jobs. I'm like, fuck that. We're the Inquisition. This is who we are.
I wasn't watching
considered-
chat. What did they say?
Oh,
I
man, they were
considered being
dying.
like good cop and being like, leave him alone. But I was like, no, I don't want to mess it up.
You're gonna make
If
them
we
think
show
that we
any
have
mercy,
weaknesses.
he might.
It's the first time Power Trippers you took your Inquisitorial seal out and were like, look, the power!
I've never done it before. It's nice to know how much that sways people now. I was like, well, shit. Go to the bar and be like, give me a beer! And then walk down the street to the sushi restaurant and be like, give me some sushi! I'd be terrible as an Inquisitor. My subtlety would be like 0. But I still have all the things I want.
Sushi wrote all night.
You can inquisit that way.
I love the part. Sit, but there's no chairs. On the floor. That was like, oh my god, we're treating him like a dog. This is where it crosses some sort of line.
I told him how to sit too. I didn't even let him choose his own position. I said cross-legged, bitch.
That was so rough.
And then just like
It was so bad.
Sit in front of me like
and
a
then you're just
child.
like, why are you still here? And you hadn't told him to go.
He was trying to say something important and was just like, oh, okay, I'll go then, but nickel something, and you were like, wait, what?
Well, spit it out then, pleb. You could really see.
Why did it
Avik
take it
Sith
so long
Lord.
to give us a goddamn message?
I could see Avik Sith Lord cogs turning once that guy showed up.
Oh dear.
I was pretty honest. I wanted to make him shit himself, though. No, that's what I was pushing for. There's got to be a certain point at which somebody just shits themselves and gives up.
You only said it 4 times. I'm pretty sure he knew that that's what you wanted.
He wouldn't give it to me, though, so I got to keep repeating.
You can slip some
dear.
X-Lax into his drink.
I'm with the Inquisition. Shit your pants right now.
Sir,
Okay.
yes, sir.
That might do it.
Really has gone to his head. Holy crap. Never give this person a position of authority.
He should never be in
Splat
charge of the
is
exterminate mouse
never
button.
allowed.
Never be in charge of the exterminate mouse button. No. However, that'll be it from this after show. Hopefully you enjoyed. This went dark places. Dark places indeed. Anyway, we'll be back next week. Twice, actually. Hopefully you'll enjoy.
Is it next week or the week after?
Next week.
Next week.
Because chat was uncertain. Might want to
Next
post
week.
that.
Yeah, that's why I was repeating it, and someone actually put in on the topic as a schedule, so it's fine. They put in the dates.
Yeah. I don't know how chat got confused. I was like, next week. But okay, I'll be tweeting out anyway, and I'm pretty sure that maybe we'll post on Patreon or something and everywhere, and we'll repeat next week anyway. So, until next time, just remember to roll for it.
Bye, everyone.
We're Inquisitors.
Hello,
Heads
welcome
up, I
to
have
the.
to wake up. Oh, I messed it up.
We're gonna try that again.